Om Shanti. Greetings of peace and love, Mzansi. Thank you for spending your Sunday morning in the company of Sadhana, the Inward Path, and me, Shruti Pillai. Hinduism is known for its colourful and vibrant festivals, its penance and its prayers, and its many schools of philosophy and practice. Also integral to the faith is its approach to holistic healthcare. Hinduism promotes a state of good health which is achieved through specific disciplines that are conducive to physical and spiritual well-being. Today on Sadhana, we look at the model of Soukya, an international holistic healthcare centre in Bangalore. And in keeping with India's heritage, we look at the different qualities that exist in human beings as described in Bhagavad Gita chapter 16. Soukya, derived from the Sanskrit word Soukyam, meaning well-being and a harmonious state of mind, body and spirit, is a newly developed holistic healthcare facility in Bangalore, India. The centre's practice is based on India's ancient systems of alternate healing, including Ayurveda, which is believed to be the oldest system of healthcare. This unique temple of healing has seen patients from across the globe and all walks of life enter through its doors, seeking natural healing techniques to restore health and well-being, including our own Desmond Tutu and England's Prince Charles. Soukya is one of the gems we brought back to you from our travels in India.
Streaming forth from the misty valleys of a rich and ancient past, the mysteries of India are now flowing out to the world. Whether philosophy, art, science or healing, this fountainhead is pouring forth her nectarine secrets. Its ancient techniques of healing, particularly Ayurveda, Siddha and Yoga, once deep in her bosom, are now on a platter. Standing proudly amongst the best, Soukya in Bangalore is one such institute where the best of the past meets the best of the present.
Basically, we are coming from Kerala, and we have, or in South India for that matter, we have the inner courtyard concept. So you will see, these buildings, and most of the buildings have this inner courtyard concept where it brings in light and ventilation. It's all very open. We've used, fountains, so it's water or the wind chimes for the music. It's just bringing in all these different concepts, more traditional, more South Indian, because we're also being an international holistic health center. We wanted to give that Indian touch and an Indian experience for people who come from around the world. And we've had people now from, I think, about 94 countries so far. We're providing an environment of relaxation and just the ambience, because it's all about mind, body, spirit.
Soukya is home to the oldest natural healing techniques, incorporating ancient therapeutic systems into its fresh, blissfully appealing, holistic healthcare center.
When we were thinking of the health center, fundamentally I was thinking about the name Soukya, because in South India we greet each other, like for example in Tamil Nadu we say Soukyama, or in Kerala we say Saukyamano, or even in Karnataka, it's all to do with greeting a person, are you well? And it's basically from the Sanskrit word Soukyam, which means the harmony of the mind, body and spirit and wellness. And the basic fundamental thing is whether somebody is having an illness or health-wise, you just want the person to be well. So that's how the word Soukya was coined. See, the biggest advantage of India is that we have officially these different systems of medicine like the Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. So therefore we are at an advantage compared to the rest of the world in being able to provide these systems of medicine. And out of which we've got 3 of these systems at Soukya. And the whole concept is, like I say, treating the person as a whole, mind, body and spirit, with the help of the tools which are integrative medicine, bringing these different tools together to help address whatever each individual requires or needs based on their health status. So it is very individualistic.
I want to show to the world what India can do the best in this field, healthcare. Because holistic philosophy is the philosophy for healthcare. And India has the largest number of systems of medicine available in the world in India, officially practicing from the ancient Ayurveda to yoga, therapeutic yoga to herbal medicine to naturopathy, which is promoted by Gandhi. All the systems are good for medical condition as well as for health improvement, which Western medicine doesn't have any tool for health improvement, like yoga, therapeutic yoga. But interesting thing is our yoga is all done by a medically qualified therapeutic yoga teachers. That means medical doctors. So benefit is, even if somebody has spondylitis or lower back pain, they shouldn't do some yoga. Yoga is not for everybody, for everything. So we give them based on that. Or somebody has diabetic, there are specific yogic exercises we do for diabetic. We teach them, send them away.
We believe that the doctor who is well aware of anatomy and the physiology and medical conditions needs to teach the yoga rather than just a yoga therapist who will have their own limitations in understanding the total function of the body and disease conditions. So it's taught by the naturopathic doctors. In the evening, every evening, we have breathing meditation and relaxation. We say that this is a temple of healing. A temple as just in the sanctity of the place. It's a place of healing, so it's just the whole spirituality aspect which is also very important.
But the essence of Soukya is the holistic approach. That means we treat the person as a whole, considering the mind, body, spirit, and its living environment with the sociological, psychological, emotional, spiritual. Every aspect is very important for somebody's life and health. So ours, in a way, that Soukya is a life enhancement, life changing experience. So health is a part of life.
We have an Ayurvedic medicinal garden where we grow 80% of the ingredients that we use for the production of our oils and medicines. We have our own in-house production which is monitored by the Ayurvedic doctors, and we grow it. So some of the herbs which are available only in the Himalayas, then we bring it from there, but otherwise all the other remaining Ayurvedic herbs that we can grow, we grow on, we have about close to 300 Ayurvedic medicinal plants in our medicinal garden. We grow aromatic plants, citronella, lemongrass. So it's a combination of it, and we are focusing on the quality of each. It's not so much the quantity, but we are very particular about the quality, whether it be the quality of just the organic farm or the production of the oils or the service delivered for treatment or even the hospitality angle of it. Because we are an NABH hospital and we are the only ones, in fact I'm proud to share that we are the only ones in India who are certified, the NABH certification that we've got in yoga and naturopathy as well as in homeopathy.
Soukya is in a 30-acre organic farm where all the different systems of medicine in India is practiced over here, like Ayurveda, homeopathy, naturopathy, therapeutic yoga, and herbal medicine, and hydrotherapies, and several things. People come here to do a health assessment. We can do things to improve their health. In this 30-acre organic farm where we grow more than 200 medicinal plants, we make some of our oil preparations or medicine preparation, which goes back to 3,000 to 5,000 years ago. That formula we use it, which can be curative or health improvement. And all the food is organic, and all the practices of solar lighting to water harvesting to eco-friendly things to biogas, everything we practice here. So you can pluck any fruits, any vegetable, anything you can eat without any chemical.
The core area of our competence or the emphasis that we give is on three areas. One is the metabolic disorders, the neurodegenerative conditions, and musculoskeletal disorders. And over and above these three, which is very common now, is the autoimmune conditions. So these are the four areas that we have our areas of core competence.
Vedic seers have always emphasized the role of the 5 elements in restoring balance and well-being. Through naturotherapy, Soukya uses the healing powers of nature to release accumulated toxins from the body.
We lay equal emphasis on diet, lifestyle, medicines, and the therapies that we do. So what we try to do here is basically set all parameters in the right perspective and send them with a certain amount of advices how they can continue or carry on with the momentum that is generated here. Ayurveda see all the 7 and each 7, among these 7.5 billion people, all as separate individual. There is no two people alike. So the crux of the whole Ayurveda is to identify that particular personality and correct them and choose the right kind of exercise required, right kind of food, right kind of rest required, right kind of everything, and applying that into that individual. That is called Ayurveda. When someone comes here, we ask them, we assess the case, we discuss it internally, and then we tell them this is the way the treatment should go. First, you need this many days of treatment, and then you will need a shorter course of treatment after these many months. Then you will need again a proper course of treatment. So it all depends on what is the chronicity of the problem and what has eventually ended up in this problem. If it is a lifestyle, then we say yes, lifestyle is major area where you need correction. And to undo the damage that has already happened, then you need these many sessions of treatment, multiple courses of treatment within this period.
The treatments are a combination of Ayurveda and naturopathic treatments with the oriental healing techniques like acupuncture, auriculotherapy, acupressure, reflexology, and we also have yoga therapy here, dietetics, and homeopathic internal medications. That's one major thing. The internal medications are from the homeopathic way. So this is what we majorly practice here.
We follow the traditional authentic Ayurveda treatment with approved data with the most modern pathological investigations done. We also have, going one step further, we also have done, our therapies are found to be useful in even removing the toxicity attached to the DNAs.
When we speak about the dry treatments, as in massages and things like that, we have a total of 12 rooms, and apart from that we do have the hydrotherapy wing, which is separate for that, and colon hydrotherapy room is different. So a total I would say is around 20 or 22 rooms.
We have different type of Ayurveda treatment like Abhyanga, which is medicated oil applied to the body, Dara, which is medicated oil going to the forehead. There are special kiris, which is for specific medical conditions, they use that treatment. So like that, so many, there are hundreds of treatment, but the hundreds of treatment also change from person to person. So it is not like one same looking treatment is done for 100 people in 100 different combination. There are more than 6,000 medicinal herb which is used to prepare these medicines. And we incorporate that with yoga, therapeutic yoga, as well as naturopathic treatment like cleansing, liver cleansing, intestinal cleansing, all that treatment like that, and put the person in a natural environment like this. That itself is healing. So it's a healing sanctuary to do all these things together.
The 5 elements are incorporated into the treatments in the form of mud baths, hydro baths, breathing exercises, sun baths, and fasting, and alternative medicine catering for physical, spiritual, and mental well-being has led to a beeline of Westerners seeking this oasis of relief.
The foreigners are much easier to handle. They have a lot more awareness about Ayurveda and than compared to our Indians. So if we give them certain advice on, say we have for example, we have a treatment called Snehapana, yes, where people drink ghee, larger amounts of ghee, and then they have to sit the whole day in the room without indulging in any other activity. So when we say that sitting in the room for remaining part of the day, the 23 hours you sit in the room, and 1 hour is the explanation and giving medicine assessment exam, they understand that and they religiously follow it. It is not just like, this is how it is done, this is what is told in the text, so we follow it. Yes, we follow, this is what is told in the text and this is what is being followed. But at the same time, we also make it a point to explain to them scientifically with the available datas that this is how it is going to help them. And this is how an actual detox is effected in the body, that we explain to them. And we also have proved datas with internationally reputed organizations, laboratories who have done the tests before and after, that all the inflammatory markers, going down after the treatment, all the immune markers going up. So it's out in the open. We have proved data which we share with all the clients who come here.
We have a lot of people from Africa, and our most famous person from Africa is the Bishop Tutu of South Africa. He planted the beautiful tree over here, and he came here 3 times for his own personal treatment and health improvement.
We found out that people who come to us for medical treatment, where people come from around the world, those who are sent away from Mayo Clinic, for example, or John Hopkins, sometimes they come to us searching for, if they've tried all the allopathic options, sometimes they come to us as a last resort. Well, there is another group of people who come to us as a first resort because they don't want to have to do anything with something chemical.
I'm actually standing here under the tree that was planted by our Archbishop Desmond Tutu from South Africa. And this is, a pure symbol for me personally. I think it's a sign that India and South Africa, particularly from the Archbishop's point of view, he's a man of peace. He's a man who symbolizes tranquility in people's personal life. And the center that we are in today, it's exactly that. So there's a connect, I think it's a sign that says to all of us, we can all live in harmony, and we need to continue to strengthen our well-being through peace and harmony.
I think it's just the people who run it, and from the people who actually deliver treatments are definitely more serious and more unique in the sense that they are just doing this. So it is very different than just going into a spa at a fancy hotel, or it's also different than going into into an Ayurvedic center in Kerala, because that will just give you Ayurveda. I think over here the whole balance of you have the ability to discuss with a homeopathic doctor or a naturopathy, and then also do authentic Ayurvedic treatments.
So bringing in all those elements of nature, naturopathy talks about the 5 elements of nature which help in the treatment. Actually, I should give credit for the vision to my husband, Dr. Isaac Mathai. He's a homeopathic physician, and way back when he was studying homeopathy in college, he was thinking that why give only homeopathy? Why not give other traditional, time-tested, safe and natural medicine to people, to help them, whether it be for wellness or whether it's for medical reasons. So that's how he had visioned that to have Ayurveda, naturopathy, yoga all together, under one roof, to be able to give the services to anyone who comes here.
In response to the stress and anxiety of living in a fast-paced world, India offers a calming capsule of vintage serenity. Drop by precious drop, its age-old healing techniques bring solace to thousands of people from across the globe as they move away from man-made conventional cures to the elixir of wellness that the past of India promises.